the game plays like Mario with one major exception. While I was in Target, I played Mario Wonder, and I saw a tweet today that some Targets had a Mario Wonder demo unit or demo in their demo units. So I rushed over to Target this morning before the show started, and I got 30 minutes by myself to Mario Wonder. And I want to give you guys my initial thoughts on this thing. If you are not a huge fan of the acapella thing, you're going to be beaten down by the music, right? It has that feel to it. I played as the with the drill power up. I played as the elephant power up. I used the bonus powers in the option menu that allow you to go in and use your floaty cap to go a little bit further. And you can kind of stack them on top of that. Like if you have the drill, you can use the drill to go on the ground or hop up, and then you can use your hat to go a little further. It's like there's going to be some interesting like switching combinations that can be used in the game. I've seen previews of this saying like this is the next mainline Mario game. It might as well be called like Super Mario Brothers 5, and like put a number behind it. I don't know if I'm there yet. And like I said, only played for like 30 minutes, but I thought the drill power up was fun. And obviously a demo, it's meant to showcase kind of like, the fun aspects of it. The elephant was the first thing that he got to play as. And I don't think they showed this in the gameplay videos of it, but you can use your trunk to get water out and sprout it on the ground and get coins and unlock little secrets and stuff. But also, so look, the game plays like Mario with one major exception. And that exception is actually kind of blaring. And that is there's no triple jump in the game. When you're running, usually it's boom, 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 and when you run, at least in the demo that I played, it's just one pace, one speed of pace, and one jump that sends you at a regular height and length. And that was kind of odd for me because the triple jump's been around for forever now, since the mid 90s. And that was really different. I'll say this, the voices in the game are going to drive me nuts.
I was so worried about those. Yeah.
The flower and Mario, like every time you get something is that's a wonderful,
and it's not Charles Martinet confirmed, by the way. So.
Yes, it's definitely not. And I don't know if that's for the better. It's almost grating on annoying at a certain point. And I don't know if you can turn that off, but it's a demo. So naturally you're going to get beat over to the head with how to play, right? And on the first level, you're met by, I don't know, maybe 8 flowers that are meant to be instructional on how to play. And they all say something. And every time you get something with Mario, that's wonderful. And, you get these wonder seeds. And I don't think the wonder seeds, from what I saw, the idea of it kind of shifts the gameplay into a different dimension. It didn't do a whole lot for me. I was like, okay, that's kind of fun. I was hoping that it would be like a dark world versus a light world. It's not so much. It just kind of takes pipes and bends them and things like that. I'll say after playing through, I think I played 5 levels, and 2 of those 5 levels were like bonus levels. There's they're going to have, in addition to like the main levels, they have like skill-based challenges where you can wall jump up a wall or bounce off walls to reach the top in a certain amount of time or collect certain things. And those are fun. And then there's like just like the Hammer Brothers and Mario Brothers 3, where you challenge them and you get some sort of item out of it. That's a thing too. So, and they use the old Mario 3 music, the do 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 do. So that's fun as from a nostalgia perspective. I'll say this, just playing it for 30 minutes, I don't understand where you can be like, this is the next great Mario game. It seems like a fine Mario game, but the music and the voices are really going to drive me nuts. And it's going to take a little bit to get used to the no triple jump. But I think that if they were to add the triple jump, the reason why they removed it is to put a bigger emphasis on the power-ups that you gain in between the levels, which allow you to float from your hat. Or there's one where if you're ducking, it'll help you you jump higher out of a duck, like in Mario 2. Or when you kill an enemy, you get a coins. There's all these like little things that are built in. So those are my thoughts on Mario Wonder after 30 minutes of playing the demo. So yeah.
That
Do you think
I have
it
a
was
question for
made
you.
for like another generation with all these changes?
So Mario Wii, New Super Mario, the New Super Mario series felt like a bland version of Mario. It was kind of like it's kind of like shovelware after a while. They're definitely trying something different with this game, but I almost feel like it's too much at one time. As somebody who loves Mario with a ridiculous passion, so yeah, that's my thoughts. Kay, you were going to ask a question?
Yeah, so I feel like you validated some of my concerns. James and I had a huge heated debate about Mario Wonder, and I said I'm actually not looking forward to it at all. One of the things that was mentioned in the trailer was the badge system that would come into play, and so you could go back retroactively into levels and apply badges. And you said there's no triple jump. I'm guessing because I remember seeing that like you could increase your jump with one of those badges. I'm guessing they removed the triple jump so that you could go back and do that. Was there any experience with the badge system at all? Because I think that fundamentally breaks the gameplay of Mario, and that's why I'm gonna get this game, but I'm very apprehensive about it. I think it's gonna break the entire series.
Yeah, I think it's totally different. It's totally different. And yes, I agree with you. I think that's why they changed it to put a bigger emphasis on the badges. Once you if you do your jump and then you hit R, and your hat will pop up and it allows you to coast a little bit further, right? So I think there will be elements when you have the ability to have these different power-ups. There are going to be things that happen in the game that I don't know Nintendo's ready for yet. They may have thought they are, but from experience, I've published a couple games in the past, and you can play through a game a million times, and you can have a team of 20 people play through it, a million times and try everything that you think until you release it. And then you release it, and then somebody does something that you totally don't expect. And I think that's going to happen in this game. It definitely is going to play different than Mario Wonder, than the other Mario games, for sure.
Mario's a very simple formula. They always add power-ups and different ones. I know that they're creative with Mario, but you've added so many variables to this game at this point that to me, it's not really a Mario game anymore. It's a chaotic blend of the 3D and the 2D, and just like, let's throw everything in there. And I think that in their mind, they're like, oh, this is super cool and wacky, and people like the direction we're going in, and it'll be fun. You're adding way too many variables, and I think it's going to break the game. It's going to break the flow. Similar to how people complain about Sonic games, where like the Green Hill Zone is amazing, right? The first level of Sonic always feels really good because you're supposed to move fast through Sonic. And then all of a sudden you get to the next area and it's like, oh, I'm getting slowed down and I'm not moving in the same fluid way with Sonic anymore. And people kind of drop off and don't like Sonic as much anymore. I feel like this is going to happen with this game as well, where they're adding way too much and now you've bogged down an otherwise simple formula and it's not as enjoyable.
I, like you, am cautiously optimistic after playing it. Honestly, I'm not even cautiously optimistic. I would say I'm cautiously. That's what I am. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll find out in 2 weeks. Like I said, I'm doing a full playthrough. The game is the day it's released, and I won't stop until the game is done. Probably should take, I don't know, between 6 and 8 hours. I will say this: the levels are long, and I'm sure just like if you're to play an old school Mario game today, you could just run from point A to point B, but there's going to be collectibles and stuff along the way that I'm going to want to get. So the Mario Wonder playthrough, it happens day of release. I'll be ready to roll. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate that, so you can find more clips on the channel. And of course, come join us live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time for our live Side Scrollers podcast. We would love to see you there.